I don't know much about this lady, right? I see her stuff going viral on TikTok. I see the clips. And she was giving me extremist vibes when I heard the comment about men not being capable of love, because I know that's not true. I know firsthand that's untrue, and it's not fair. It's not a fair comment. And that's the reason why I got such an issue with y'all just getting on here and just saying anything. If you've never personally felt loved by a man, just say that. But don't get online with these extremist takes saying that men are incapable of love. There's no way I can stand behind that with the way men have loved me throughout my life. I could never stand behind that. It's not true. I feel bad for a lot of women who have never gotten to feel loved by a man. But taking it out on me because I simply tell you that I can't relate to it, that's not going to solve nothing either. If I get online and I tell you that men haven't hurt me, they done treated me very well, and I don't have the same horror stories to tell that you have to tell as a woman, just accept that, right? But then coming into my comment section and saying, well, men on TikTok be disrespectful to you. Men on TikTok don't have nothing to do with the men in the real world and how the men in the real world treat me. If we're going to do that and we're going to go based off the logic of TikTok, ain't nobody been more disrespectful to me on TikTok than black women, right? So if we really want to go there and talk about disrespect and who's the most disrespectful, it was women who got my page banned. So let's be so for real. But when we talking about the real world, the world I live in every day when I get off this phone, that's what counts. And in that world, men treat me very well. Men have absolutely been capable of loving me and have. People can bring up my relationship status, me being single, all you want. The reality is you have no idea about my love life. You don't know what's going on with me. You only know what I show and tell you. Always remember that. You only know what I show and tell you. Keep that in the back of your mind forever, because that's going to be real important for you to remember. But aside from that, you need to understand that every man that I've ever dealt with has always showed up for me. Showed up for me for real, right? Because I wouldn't deal with nothing less. But the men I've dealt with absolutely have loved me, have went over and beyond for me. Sometimes more than they should have, because I wasn't even capable of loving them the way that they deserve to have been loved. But they still loved me. And I knew it. I felt it. Men are absolutely capable of love when they want to love the person that they loving. Right? But you can't make no man love somebody that they don't want to love. You can't make nobody want nobody that they don't want. So a lot of y'all are forced in situations with men who don't want you. So no, you'll never feel loved in that situation. You'll never feel that men are capable of love when you're trying to force something out of somebody who don't want to give it. This is one of those things for real where the girls who get it, get it. Like if you're a woman who has experienced being loved by men, you get it. You understand the levels to this. You understand how these men will go over and beyond for you when they love you. The way they will inconvenience themselves when they love you. The things that they will sacrifice when they love you. Some of y'all don't know that. It's unfortunate you don't know that. But as a woman who has experienced it, seen it firsthand, I'ma speak on it. When a man love you, you know it. You know it. Ain't no ifs, ands, and doubts about it. Ain't no blurred lines. It's black and white. When that man love you, you feel it in your heart. You feel it in your spirit. Right? And I done felt it many a times. I've had men love me many of times. And I'm grateful for it. Those memories will forever stay with me. Right? Don't matter how my relationship status ever is, the memories that I will always hold from the way I have been treated by men from my past, whether it worked out with us long term or not, don't change the way they loved me at the time when they loved me.